Hello everyone, today I will continue with Science Form 3 2.5 a gaseous exchange in plants. And this is part 4 where I explain the process of osmosis. Now this one is going to take rather a long time, so buckle up and get ready. So we left off here. Process of osmosis. So there are three things you need to know in this part: the concept of osmosis, the process of osmosis in the gut cell, and also the effect of osmosis to the stoma. So this osmosis occurs to the gut cell, not the stoma. And when it occurs to the gut cell, it gives an effect to the stoma. So let's have a look at the concept of osmosis. So if the question asks you a definition, you should at least answer from this from here. Okay, from here I'll read it out. Movement of water molecules from a high concentration of water to a low concentration of water. So it's exactly like diffusion. If you don't know what diffusion is of movement of particles from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. So like, let's say we have this, I've already drawn this. So there's high concentration of heat here and there's low concentration of heat here, and so it will diffuse here through here, so therefore it will be in equilibrium. Okay, same for osmosis, but this has to do with water molecules only. So it's movement of water molecules from high concentration to low concentration across a semi-permeable membrane. Semi, we know semi means a part of, okay? Permeable, we know that permeable means it's easy to diffuse through, go through. So semi-permeable, only a part of this membrane can gases pass through. Okay, so semi-permeable membrane. So when there's a high concentration of water, there's a low concentration of solute. What is solute? You've learned this in Form 2 chapter 5. Solute means something that dissolves. Okay, dissolve substance. So when the concentration of water is high, okay, there's a low concentration of solute because high concentration of water takes up more space than the solute. Okay, this is solute, okay, and then this is the water, like that. And it's the opposite for low concentration of water, where it has a high concentration of solute. So this is the process. But firstly, you need to know the membrane. The semi-permeable membrane is only permeable to water, meaning water is the only thing that will travel through the semi-permeable membrane and not the solute. So we can see here there's these two this basin of water with a semi-permeable membrane, and we can see this one has high concentration of solute, and this one has low concentration of solute. But as I said, water will only travel through the semi-permeable membrane. So the water will travel and it will be like this. Nothing happens to the solute. And that is the process of osmosis. Now we're gonna look at how does this occur to the guard cell. As we know, when there's light, guard cells carry out photosynthesis to produce glucose, because we know the guard cells have their own chloroplasts, so they can carry out photosynthesis to produce glucose. Okay, glucose and oxygen. But right now we're focusing on the glucose part. Okay, concentration of glucose in the guard cells increases. So when they carry out photosynthesis, the concentration of the glucose in the guard cells will increase. There will be lots of glucose, and it will cause the water from the surrounding to diffuse into the guard cell through osmosis, because as I said, when there's a high concentration of solute, which is in this case glucose, and there's low concentration of water, water will diffuse through and through the guard cell by osmosis. So the guard cell, when it's diffused, it will become turgid and curved. What is meant by turgid? Turgid means swollen. So the turgid means swollen by a liquid. So in this case, swollen by the water diffused through. And it's also curved, okay? So the guard cell will be curved like this, and it will be turgid. Now that is in the day. At night or a hot day, okay? At night or a hot day, water diffuses out of the guard cell also through osmosis, causing guard cells to be flaccid and straight. Because now we already got a high concentration of water, so now the high concentration of water inside of the guard cell will diffuse out to the surrounding. So when it diffuses out, the guard cell will become flaccid and straight. And what is meant by flaccid? Flaccid means weak, okay? So it will become weak and straight. So it won't be curved like this. It'll be like this. Like that. Okay? So that's basically the process of osmosis in the guard cell. Now we want to know the effects of osmosis to the stoma. So what happens to the guard cell just now also affects the stoma. So during the day, we know that the osmosis is carried out and causes the guard cell to curve, right? So when it's curved, it will make an opening. This is the opening. So therefore, the stoma will open. During the night or the hot day, water diffuses out of the guard cells through osmosis and causes both guard cells to become straight. So when they're straight like this and they're together, so it produces a closing of the stoma. So therefore, it causes the stoma to close. And that is the end of part 4, process of osmosis. Thank you.